Well, back with you once again. Just pop these microphones on. That's that side. Let's see if we can get the other one on as well. Hello. And that one as well. As we said on the earlier... There we go. The mics are on. As we were saying earlier, throughout the day we'll be going on and off every time we have a little bit of action. Just had a couple of... well, we've had 3 Hercs take off. And one of them was that very, very nice painted up, you know, with the D-Day stripes on that you saw coming to land earlier today. That's if you joined us this morning. But just let me still sort myself out. But don't worry if you missed it, because of course I recorded it, and we'll show you that later as it taxied out and took off, which looked very, very nice with the D-Day stripes on the Hercules. As I say, you saw it come into land, and just whoops, Fred's too close. Let me get rid of Fred just a minute. Hold on. Tell him where to go. That's it. He's far enough away to be out of earshot with the radio. And as always, do apologise if you do hear a little bit of radio chatter every now and again. But it's... when you're out in the field and there's somebody not too far away from you, you can't exactly say, "Oi, go away." I'm not allowed to do radio comms and things like that, but most people do understand and they do keep away. Just sorting a couple of messages out while we just go through everything, make sure the systems are all working. They seem to be, yep. And I can say hi to everybody as well in a moment. I believe heading our way. Look at it now, though. I tell yeah, I'll finish off what I was just going to say. I believe heading our way, we've got another aircraft actually coming in. So I'll have a look on 360 radar for you fairly soon. But as you see from this morning, it's totally different now. We've got clear blue skies and it is an absolutely beautiful day. I take it they're still using runway 11. If they are, they will be appearing from that direction. Okay, and give you the orientation of the runway. It's 1129 and we're at RAF Mildenhall, which is where the main unit here is the 100th Air Refueling Wing. But also we have some Hercules planes here, normally go up with a call sign of Strix, but of course there's always different aircraft popping in and out. You can get C5 Galaxies, excuse me, you can get C5 Galaxies, you can get of course the different KC-135s that pop in, and there's a couple down the other end of the runway. I think they're still there. I'll move the camera in that direction in just a moment. Hopefully they're still there. Well, they certainly haven't sneaked out yet, unless they were invisible. There we go, they're still down there, and one of them has that tiger stripe on the tail. And we'll hope that departs today, because it would be super if we could get that for you. Just moving the other microphone to equal the sound. Sorry, I was moving to one side, you see, and only joking. It wasn't coming out so well on the other side, but should be nice and equal now. Right, I've got to do something about that guy with the radio, which I'm going to try to do in just a moment. I'll try to... But Fred the Ted tells me that there is an aircraft cleared to runway 11, which that's pretty good. We'll keep our eyes open for that. Just a moment. That's what happens every time we go off and then come back on. I have to get everything all reset and what have you, and make sure it's all working. But going over the top of me, I can hear something right now. Let's have a look, see what's up there. It's a little bit hazy, so I can't see it, but at least we've got blue sky and the sun is out. Fantastic. Right, just before I show you what that Hercules that took off with the D-Day stripes, so I shall show you that in just a moment. Just before I do that though, I will have a quick look at 360 radar, just to check in case that aircraft that we're expecting in just a moment is, in case it's on the approach. Let's have a look anyway. So, hope you're all fit and fine on this, what is now a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous Monday morning. It really is quite stunning. It's beautiful. So let's have a look. So we've got the 2 Hercules planes that took off. Actually, I've got 3 showing right now. We've got a KC-135 Lager 177, LAGR 177. Now if that's, I'm not too sure if that's the one that's heading our way. And also there's 3 Hercules planes which are bobbing about. Let's hope that they come our way. Plus, as well as that, actually make that, I think, this 4. Well, so wouldn't it be great if they came back? We will see. In fact, the Herky 74 looks like they're from Ramstein. They took off possibly from Ramstein, looking at the track on the map. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I'm just looking at the actual trail that it's leaving on the 360 radar. If you're wondering what we keep talking about when we talk about those things, it's a virtual radar server, and the one I prefer to use is 360 radar. And also, to keep us entertained while we're at it, on the ILS we've got an F-15 as well. So let's try to find that. Just a moment. Right, where are you? There you are. And there it goes. And for anybody new that's just popping along, wondering why is it going in that direction when I told you the runway orientation was left and right today, and that's because that's going into RAF Lakenheath, which is directly in the direction that F-15 is heading. So that's where that aircraft's going on using runway 006. We need to keep our eyes peeled for hopefully some arrivals fairly soon, and as I say, they'll be coming in that direction. But also you need to keep your ears and eyes open for the F-15s literally going over the top as well. We'll decide what we're going to focus on, and look at that, that's even better news, because we can see a couple of Ospreys powering up as well. I haven't got a clue what's going to happen. I haven't got a radio because as I told you earlier, we're not allowed to listen to the radio comms in this country. But my friend Fred, with his radio, he's cleared off because I've upset him. So he's not going to tell me anything. And what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to rely on you great people in the chat room. And you can certainly pass the information on, and you can say, hey Stu, by the way, this is heading your way, turn the camera around and all that sort of stuff, okay? And we can certainly do that. But I don't like to keep going on about it, but that's why I can't do the radio. Meanwhile, we have got a chat room going on, and which I've rather neglected just recently because we had that takeoff, what have you, and looking at different things. So who have we got? Herper Wings Review says hi. Keezy says hi as well. And wow, Phoebe Stern, we love you, don't we? Hey, hi Stu Julie, just here for a couple of minutes, just at work. And oh Lord above, that is so kind of you, Phoebe. I love you to bits. She's a great person. I hope she's still there, and she's put a very kind donation into the chat room. Thank you as always, Phoebe. Be great to catch up with you at some point. Hey, yeah, I do hope to go to Manchester if there's anything flying, that is, if it's worthwhile. I do hope to go to Manchester later towards the end of April, beginning of May, and of course a trip down to Heathrow sounds like a good idea as well. So Phoebe, thank you. Mark Webster, hey my man, how are you? Goodness. Here is more money from me in Manchester. Phoebe, thank you. There we go. You see, she put some money into the a donation. That's what we call it, isn't it? So thank you. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Well, I hope we can live up to your expectation there, Phoebe. You just never know what's going to go on. But it's looking promising at the moment, isn't it? They might just be doing engine tests. I don't know, but I will catch up with the chat room because I'm looking at the earlier messages because I've been live for 15 minutes now. And let's keep on going through. Photo for you, yeah, we just mentioned PJ as well, Shane, Alison, Tidy. You can hear F-15s in the circuit over at Lakenheath. That's where the wind is coming from. We've got an easterly, so it's blowing the sound towards us. Let's keep on going through the list of brilliant people. Strike Eagle 42, thank you. Lega is on its way in. Yeah, she's saying it's blue skies over there in Manchester and here as well. But it was very, very foggy first thing here. Big time foggy, I'm telling you. Okay, thank you. Somebody saying Bandit 99 says think the Hercs are taking kit for F-15 deployment to Poland. Right, thanks very much for that. Oliver, hi Oliver. Jazzy John, Neil Hubbard. Oh gosh, how do you say that? I can't see it. It's so difficult to see. Graji. Peters, if that's how you say your name, of course. You've got to excuse me if I get it wrong, which I do most of the time. Icebox Paul, hi. Heading for touch and go. Excellent. That's what we want to hear. So, guys, Icebox Paul, keep us well posted, okay? Alex B, thanks for the stream. I only live 10 minutes down the road, but working from home. I'm stuck inside, unable to get to the base. We've only just moved here recently. Hope we can soon get out and about. Right, that's Alex B. Thank you, Alex. And yeah, well, I hope I'm bringing you the atmosphere right here from RAF at Mildenhall. A brilliant person, says Jazzy John Stu. What a man, we love him. Yep. What else have we got? Sorry. We're getting there. We're getting through the messages. I'm almost caught up. Erwin. Hi, Erwin. Alison Tidy. Harry. Hiya, Harry. Harry's over there in Germany. How wonderful to have you on here today. Harry, thank you for joining us, and thank you for putting the message in. And I keep on reminding you guys, don't forget, are you new to Asia World? Have you just stumbled across it? Well, if you have, it's fantastic to have your company, and you are more than welcome, because as you know, Asia World is totally free to watch, free to put a message into the chat room, and of course the important thing is it's free to subscribe. And we've got some really exciting things coming up in the very near future, so certainly stay with Asia World. I don't think you'll be disappointed. And it's try to be as friendly as possible. I always say to, and everybody is, they're marvellous in the chat room, but if you're just watching this, please put a message in the chat room, say hi, and as long as it's always respectful to everybody out there, please feel free, and I will do my best to give you a mention. Of course, sometimes I do fail because I don't see all the messages. Here we go. Now, going over the top using 06, we've got a Hercules. Can I find this, because the sun's right in my vision? Hold on. No doubt you guys can see it. I'm struggling here. Going into land, that Hercules, so certainly going into Lake and Heath. Let's have a good look. Better view. You're there, that's there. Alright, that's where you are, you little devil. Here, I tell you what. You know you're in the countryside when you get that real... Oh, gosh. I tell you what, if this was smelly vision as well... oh boy, I think the farmers have been doing the muck spreading. Now, we were hoping that that was going to land here, but obviously it must be the support for some F-15s departing. So that's what we are guessing that's all about, and I think, was it Bandit that told us about that? I'll have to double check the chat room. We'll find out. You can hear the Ospreys anyway. I hope it's not just engine runs that they are doing, and hope it'd be great if they go up and stay in the circuit, and one's actually taxiing right now. Expect to see another one in a moment. Right. Listen, I'm going to go nice and quiet because we want to hear the sound of these Ospreys. Here we go. That's a bit of a bonus. Not one, but two Ospreys. I don't know if they'll stay in the circuit. I'm just going to pop the headphones back on to make sure the sound is all tickety-boo. There we go. Ah, yes, the sound is okay. Right, let's... I'm looking behind me, and they're heading off towards the Ely direction, which is northwest of whereabouts we are at the moment. Certainly enjoyed that takeoff. That was something else. Very nice. Who we've got? Oliver. Hi Oliver. I'm keeping my eyes on flight radar 24 and plane finder for you, Stu, at Mildenhall Lake Neath area. Thank you very, very much there, Oliver. That's much appreciated. There we go. You see, it's a team effort. That certainly is what it is, isn't it, hey? Team effort right here at Airshow World, and that's the way it is. Thank you very much. Jake Jackson. Thank you. And what have we got at the moment? Thank you, Oliver. That it would be a great help. Thank you. Let's keep going through the list, or up through the list, as it is the case at the moment. Nikos. Nikos from Greece, I think, is with us. Julie, we love you. Oh, hey. They love Julie. They don't... Oh, I feel all lonely now. Hey, bring on the love for the bear. Don't forget the bear, you know. Just me joking. Who else? Icebox Paul. That's a couple of good smiley faces. Thank you. Kirk says, nice. Ooh, look at them go. They look nice, didn't they? Yeah, I enjoyed that. As I was filming it, I thought, I hope this is coming out okay, because somebody has left his glasses back at the van. I had them with me on the morning show. Well, I know it's morning now, but I must have left them over there. That's very annoying. But, yeah, oh well. So, I mean, how can you miss the size of the aeroplanes, yeah? Yeah, well, it's, yeah, without glasses, it does make it difficult when you're looking through a little screen. I will pop over in a bit and pick them up. Let's have a look. Is there any way of knowing when it's going to be busy, if it's going to be a busy day or not? Well, you just never know. You just got to be the old thing. You've got to be in it to win it. And but don't you worry. In between the quiet bits, I can just play you a little bit of what we had earlier. Or if it goes really deathly quiet, I'll go offline, and then as soon as we get more action, I'll just hit the live. Which is exactly what we did this morning. We did our first live show around about 9ish, was it? Around about that sort of time. And we were on for about an hour and 15 minutes. Then we went offline and came back on again around about half an hour ago. And we've seen a couple of nice aircraft. Before we do sign, I'm not saying we're going off yet. Don't worry about that. But if we do, I will show you that departure of that Hercules with the D-Day stripes. So that is coming up. I'm just literally saying hi to everybody. And hi, a special mention to our good friend Canforce 3. Brilliant to have you in the chat room today. Sorry I'm late giving you a mention. The last few minutes were just a little bit busy, as you could see. But we're not complaining, are we, hey? We want it as busy as possible. And of course, in a moment, I'll have a look at the 360 radar myself. But it's great to know Oliver's keeping his eyes open for it for us. So thank you, Oliver. Right, I think I've caught up. Yeah, up to Alex B, who was telling us is not long moved to this great location. And we can move the camera for you because we've got an aircraft on the approach right now, which is a Hercules. Just go to move it over there. You can see our two KC-135s are still there. One with the tiger tail. We will certainly be keeping an eye on that because I'd love to get a video of that for you. Let's just go back, have a look at the Hercules, which is just leaving the runway, going onto the taxiway, no doubt switching to ground. I didn't get the call sign, but it's possibly Strix coming back. I know Strix went up earlier. Let's have a look, see if it's still showing on the radar, and see what else there is. It's not showing. It's probably dropped off the radar now. Oh, there you are. Right, let's have a look, see what it's said. Oh, listen, there's another one. It's quite possibly another one just coming in behind us, unless this is old info. And it's call sign, possibly a reach call sign, because it's saying the call sign was or is 095713. That's what it's telling us on the 360 radar. And I would assume that's the one, because it's saying minus 75 feet and now it's disappeared. So yes, it must have been. And just popped on for a second was the was Herky, which is on the ground at Lakenheath. Because what happens, just to let you know, with these flight radars, is that it needs 3 people actually to pick it up, and then it triangulates, and then with a little bit of luck it should show. That's why sometimes they pop on for a second, then they disappear, especially if they're at lower level. Lagar 177 is at 2,300 feet, and that's currently over Ely. So that's certainly on its way back in. And right, we'll keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, keeping you informed, the 2 V-22 Ospreys that took off a few minutes ago, they're down at around about 900 feet. One's at 900, one's at 2,600 feet, and they're heading due north at the moment. And what is it? It's Monday today. They might be going to Donanock, or possibly going even further, maybe going up to annoy the horses up at around the Leyburn area, which I hope they don't, as they do a lot of horse training up there. It's a lot of famous trainers live in that part of the world, such as Mark Johnston and Carl Burke. So please don't go up there, but they do. Normally, quite often they leave it until after about 1:30, something like that, because by then the horses have done their morning training and what have you, because they start very early in the morning. And of course, we're not very far away from Newmarket, whereabouts we are. And of course you've got the gallops over at Newmarket as well, which is a great sight to see, but you need to be there very, very early, like from about 6 o'clock in the morning to see them. It's a real tough life. It's got to be totally dedicated. And when you see these famous jockeys, and they're out there and they're doing their racing at the horse race meetings, you think, oh yeah, oh, they've just gone there for the day. No, quite a lot of them have started probably 4:30 in the morning. They've done their 5 what we call lots, going out with the horses, training the horses, which is as I said, it's a major part. And then they go off to the races and riding the things. It's yes, it's not always as glamorous as it looks for some of these jockeys. And as you know, if you've been a long time follower of Airshow World, you know that sometimes we have the jockeys popping on. And certainly Matthew Davis, famous horse rider, and also Harrison Shaw has been on before, they send Christmas greetings. Anyway, what I'm trying to do for you right now is, without the glasses, trying to find what I believe is the KC-135. And here it comes right now. So time to go nice and quiet so you can enjoy sound and vision. Hit it, David. Right, I shall be back with you guys in just a moment. Okay, I'll move the camera. Let's have a look over there so you can see those, and see if we get any movement from those ospreys just there. But I can hear more action going on. So I'll be back with you in just a second and say hi to everybody in the chat room and see what you're up to. Just one moment. How are you? All right? Sorry? No, it's live right now on YouTube. It's called Airshow World. Hold on. Sorry? What? Airshow World. Well, that's the logo to look for. Well, make sure you do, because you can watch them all live. Because that's why we're here. What's your name? Trevor. Does it matter if you get on the video? You'll be going out live right now. Is that okay? You stay where you are. I always make sure with it, because you never know. You know, they might not want to be on. Of course you do. Okay, there we go. Just turn that down just for a moment. And joined us right now, keeping a good social distance, of course, like we do, is Trevor has popped over. So let's have a quick word with, if I can move the camera around, let's have a quick word with Trevor, if I can move it even further. So I'm a bit caught up there. Right, there's Trevor. How are you doing, Trevor?
All right.
What are you drinking?
Just a glass of lager.
Glass of lager. Hold on a minute. What time is it?
I've got a chill up on my holiday.
He's on his holidays. Fantastic. There you go. He's got a glass of lager, and he's just popped over, and it's on the campsite. And because that's what, if you want to come to John's Field at the moment, you have to be in a self-contained unit. We'll have another word with Trevor in just a moment, but we'll let you see and hear yet another Hercules. Bring them on, that's what I say. Where are you from? Where are you from then, Trevor?
Midlands.
From the mid. I thought you might be with an accent like that. Yeah. Are you from Wolverhampton?
No, Starbridge originally.
Well, you're from Starbridge. No.
It's Starport I live at now.
Where do you live now?
Starport on 7.
Stourport on 7.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the? That sounds pretty posh to me. That does. He's in the money now. He's made his. You see, Trevor here. He's made his fortune, and he's living near the River Severn. Oh, does it flood?
Not in Southport, no.
No,
All
Stourport
the
on.
houses don't get flooded.
Yeah, Stout. There we go. And just while we're waiting for that Hercules to go, so then tell everybody about the weather today.
Oh, it was foggy on the way down, but it's beautiful now.
Foggy on the way down, beautiful now. And you know it was foggy this morning because, of course, we were live and you saw as the mist was clearing. Anyway, hey, I'm going to go quiet while you hear the sound of the aircraft and the video. Here we go. And off it goes, departing. Now, I've not had the opportunity yet to find out if he's staying in the circuit, but it would be nice, wouldn't it? Eh? That would keep us busy. But it's not been bad. I'm not going to do the kiss of death because hey, it's been busy enough not to show you. But I will show you. I promise you. As soon as we get a moment, that takeoff that you guys missed, but I certainly didn't miss it, of that Hercules with the D-Day markings, which was now that was nice, Trevor. I tell you, we had the Hercules in. It came into land, but it had D-Day markings on, and but I filmed that coming in the mist and murk, but it looked really cool because it just came out of nowhere, and then it took off in, wow, this beautiful blue sky. You know, which was quite good. So I'm going to show that fairly soon, as soon as we find out what that Hercules is doing. So, Trevor, I'm going to ask you, this. I'm not chatting you up or anything, but I'm going to ask the famous chat up line. Do you come here often, like?
It's about my fourth time here.
Fourth time down here? Yeah. Oh, well.
I've been in twice when the touring car racing's been on Snetterton. I come here first, then go to Snetterton for the racing.
Ooh, that sounds good,
last
doesn't
year
it?
I'd just come for a break, and this year I've come for a break as well.
Wow.
Because there's nothing else to do.
Exactly. Well, it's absolutely perfect because it's the best way to isolate, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, you're in the motorhome over there, and everything's all self-contained. You've got the luxury and all the rest of it. Hey,
Got the luxury.
and he's got the beer. Hey, gosh, I've had no beer yet, but it is a little bit. But yeah, the sun is. Yes, old boy, it is over the yard on now. So I think we can have a beer now, can't we? Yes.
Definitely.
Too right. Well, he's driven all this way. Did you come all the way over this morning?
Yeah.
Good trip.
Yeah. not
Apart from
bad,
the fog.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Lots of fog. Once you got past Kettering, it really went foggy, and then it
Yeah.
cleared. Well, I parked up for half an hour, and then it cleared, and I've come in.
So that fantastic new run of the A14.
14, brilliant, isn't it?
That is fun. If you come over this way and you're coming over from the Midlands, what they have done, they must have taken nearly 1 hour off, at least 45 minutes of the travel time. It's
Yeah.
brilliant, this new road they've
There's
opened.
Spittles.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It sort of bypasses Huntingdon, which the A14 used to bypass Huntingdon. I remember when that road first opened, you know, what, all those years ago. And we thought it was pretty good then, but now,
Well, the old roads. I used to drive lorries, and you couldn't really come through Market Harbour and all that because of all the low bridges.
yes, of course. Well, in those days, from Leicester, where I used to go, used to be Market Harbour, Kettering,
Yeah.
and all of those, down the A604, all the little roads and what have you. I mean, it was a very nice run, but to come down to this part of the world, I used to go to Essex a lot. I used to go to a place called Tiptree, and they used to do lots of fruit, well, they still do fruit picking and what have you when I was a kid, and it was great, picking strawberries in the summer. Thing was though, you picked it for Wilkins jams, right? But what it was all about, you used to get paid to pick them, which was great when you were a kid, but I used to eat more, way more. They say, you've been here all day, you've only picked one bucket full. Oh yeah, but you know.
The rest is in my stomach.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be eating them all, and then if it was a beautiful sunny day, going along, and then just fall asleep in the strawberry fields, in the straw, like that, looking up at the sun, while everybody else would be like half a mile further down in the strawberry rows. Ah, good days. Are you not doing it? No. Well, I was only a kid, you know. And
I come down for when they did the Battle of Britain fly past in London.
oh,
I went down on the A12 and parked up there to see it.
Oh.
I thought, well, it's pointless trying to go into London to see it.
yes.
So I went. It was on the was it Thursday or Friday?
How long ago was that?
It's only 2 or 3 years ago, wasn't it?
Right. Yes. Ah, right.
They had all the planes. The only thing I missed out was the old ones doing it off the A12.
Ah.
All the Spitfires and that.
What was good, and if you guys want to see any of this, I certainly recommend you check it out. In 2019, when we had the D-Day 75th anniversary, that was brilliant. We had a day down at Duxford, filmed all of that, and that, if you want to see that, I certainly recommend it. It's got all the Dakotas and all that stuff. But I was staying here at Mildenhall as well, and they did a very special fly past here. They put lots of their planes up. The Ospreys went, I think 4 Ospreys, the Hercules and what have you, did a fantastic fly past here. Brilliant. Worth having a look at that on the first page of Airshow World. Just type in D-Day fly past.
I went up to Sheffield for that fly past for the bomber crash.
Ah, yes.
What they did on BBC
Breakfast time, yes.
Yeah.
That old gentleman who'd been tending to that memorial. Well, they've got a memorial now, haven't they? Yeah. And that, what we're talking about, that thing at Sheffield.
Because they flew from here, didn't they, the plane?
Yes. Well, what that was, yes, because the US Air Force, they took part in it, and it was literally a total fluke how it happened. One of the reporters on Daniel, is it? Dan Walker, that's it. The guy who does the football and what have you. Yeah.
He was walking his dog in the park.
That's it. See, he knows. Trevor knows. Clever Trevor with his lager. Look at he's
went up that morning.
look at it. Grabbing hold of that lager saying, it's mine.
Yeah, it was well worth going up for that. It was.
Wow, because that's a bit of a jaunt really for you, isn't it?
Just over 100 miles to Sheffield.
Yeah. Was it? It was late winter. It was like February, wasn't it? Was it February, March?
Something like that.
Yeah, that's right. I'm having a look at the.
Never seen so many people in the park. Everybody was silent. And a lot of people crying, everything because of that bloke.
Yeah.
Really done.
It did an amazing job.
Yeah.
You know, and there's been several heroes like that just recently. You know, together with Captain Tom as well. That was quite wonderful. What he achieved. I'm just looking at maybe we've got a Hercules which might be staying in the circuit. It looks like it at the moment. Let's have a look. It is obviously C-130J, and for anybody interested, it's gone up. Well, it says on here a call sign of 095713, it looks like, which of course is the registration of the aircraft. we are, because Trevor's spanning, looking at the skies, so he's got to be, it's possibly, I don't know, near, yes he is, he's near Ely, so let's hope that comes over our way. Meanwhile, back down at the ranch, back down at the chat room. Sorry, I've been neglecting you for a couple of minutes, but we've just been having a, you know, bit of a jovial, bit of reminiscing. You see, great people you get to meet. You really do, and that's the way we try to be right here on Airshow World, as friendly as possible. That's what it's all about. Be nice, be friendly to everybody, and always everybody in the chat room. They certainly are. That's what it's all about. If you put a message in, always make sure it doesn't offend anybody at all at any time. Wow, do you know, I've got the sweatshirt on and it's going to have to go soon. It really is, because it's really warming up.
It's warming up now.
Be able to get a tan today.
Yeah.
You need a hat on, I tell you. You'll get your. Hey, don't make yourself ill, please. Right, who have we got? We've got Joey Evans. Hi, Joey. And how the devil are you doing? We've got Jake Jackson. And who else? Iron Man. What the devil are you up to? Hey, Iron Man. He's over at Castle Donington. Iron Man 129. Great to see you as well. Hey Stu, hope you're all well. He says, like the weather really turned out nicely. Could you please zoom in on the floodlights, please? The floodlights. Yeah, sure. What, those over there? Have you got to think about floodlights? There we go. So whatever turns you on. There must be a reason why he wants to look at the floodlights.
He's looking for the osprey bone.
Yeah, but underneath them, you see, there is a couple of osprey. Well, I could see one, and no doubt there's a couple hiding behind there. But if there is anything you want me to just zoom into at the moment, don't be afraid to ask. You know, hey, we're here to please. Oh, I tell you what you might be interested in. Now the visibility is getting better. Let's have a look at those two KC-135s down at the end of the runway, because one of them has got a tiger tail. And I would love to be able to get that for you guys. Well, actually, I'm being selfish. I want to be able to get it. So, fingers crossed. You never know. I don't know if there's a departure time for that, but I tell you what, there's probably somebody in this chat room who will know it. Who else have we got? We've got Kirk Ferrari. Hiya, Kirk. How's things over there at we were talking about Market Harbour earlier, weren't we, hey? Back in the old days. When you used to have to go through all these towns and what have you. Now, yes. M1, A14, great. Joey Evans, what does he say? Well, I get to see them every day and work with them, etc. Of course. That's right, Joey Evans. Completely forgot. I knew the name, but yes, you're down there at Duxford. Well, hope you're having a good day. And Joey Evans works with the Warbirds, and we certainly hope to get some filming of those. Tiptree Jam. Yep, Malcolm James, back when I was back in the old days. Yes, I used to pick the fruit for them, and it was a great summer holiday thing to do. Used to go down there for like 6 weeks, and oh, brilliant.
You've got one coming in.
Is it coming in now? Thank you very much. You see, what a man. Lets us know what's going on. So we're going to move the camera around. I said it was over near Ely, didn't I? And with a bit of luck, it may be staying in the circuit. As always, when we hear the sound of the aircraft, I will go deadly quiet, because I never talk over the aircraft. We can hear it now, so let's go quiet. And with a bit of luck, he'll stay in the circuit a little bit longer. Wow. I keep saying wow because I can't believe it, that just what an incredible, beautiful day it is. And yeah, it's something that's great that we can bring you this atmosphere of what it's like down here. I mean, hey, you're there at home putting your feet up. It's as if you're right down here. And hey, who knows, you may be watching this in your back garden, having a cup of tea or coffee via the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company, and or drinking lager just to wind me up. You know, he's on the lager. Yes, Mark Webster, we've got a lager drinker here. I like a cider actually, but I can't touch this stuff unfortunately, because it yeah, it does strange things to the head. Makes me start talking rubbish. What's new there then? Yes, we'll tell you about Stu Bear. That's me, and of course the Stu Bear sponsor / Airshow World, and that is the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. If you haven't already ordered anything from there, please do, because it helps Airshow World grow, and also to give you something back as well. You can get 15% off, and not just on your first order, but on all your orders. You just put in that code, which is Airshow, uppercase Airshow, no spaces, Airshow. Put that in at the checkout, and you'll get 15% off. Please check them out, and I'm sure, as usual, Julie will put a link into the chat room, and you can click on that, take you to their website, and you can get those orders in. If you don't want to do it that way, you can always phone them up, but all the information will be on the website, and probably Julie may even be good enough to put the phone number in as there as well. Couldn't be easier. All you got to do, use that code, Airshow, mention Airshow World and Stu Bear and the crew. Right, let's go through a few more. Mark, he's there, isn't he? I knew that would bring him to life by mentioning the beer. Jake Jackson, A400M about to pass Liverpool soon, Julie. Hey Julie, look out for that. No doubt I have missed loads of messages out. Warplane Animation was with us, but he's now disappeared. Okay. Joey Evans, right, thank you. Lots of messages from Joey. Sorry if oh, Shane Smith, hi to you. Andrew Austin, let's keep on rocking and rolling through the list that I can see at the moment. I know I'll have missed some. Jake Jackson, photo for you, Aviation Garner, I think it's Garner, or Gamer. I do apologise, it's Gamer. I told you, the other glasses, they're at the van, which is in that direction. But when we finish this particular show, I will make sure. I thought I put them in the pocket. I hope they've not fallen out somewhere. Anyway, let's stop babbling and get cracking. You know what I meant. Right, what have we got? Message for Julie from Shane Smith. Julie, don't go there. Little story on another stream. Oh, right, okay. About Fat Albert and what have you. Okay, we know what Fat Albert is, if that's what you're talking about. The Blue Angels. Oh wow, talking of the Blue Angels, did you see that fantastic show that they were streaming from the USA on the official site for, I think it was called Airshow Live, World Airshow Live or something like that, whatever. Wow, they were brilliant, great presenters. In fact, one of the guys with his moustache and whatever and white hair, he was quite a character, wasn't he? But well presented, and thoroughly enjoyed watching that from the States live. It was on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. I think it was though, I had to stop watching it at 9 o'clock because I had to switch over to Line of Duty, you know, on BBC One. That's getting really good. And also I had to stop it at one point to watch the Grand Prix. How about that? I'm not going to mention anything about the Grand Prix in case you still need to watch it, but certainly worth watching. I've really enjoyed it. And of course, I don't know if Mark's into his football and what have you, but rock and roll Leicester, eh? Bring it on, keep on going. Essex Ham. Now that's interesting. Now then, amateur radio and all that sort of stuff. While we've got a minute waiting for the Hercules to come through, if you are in, which I am, I'm an amateur radio license holder myself, and this is from Richard 2E0 Foxtrot Juliet, and Essex Ham. No, it's not something you eat. What it is, it's about, they've got a website. Check it out, Google, and if you're interested in taking your first step in amateur radio, you can actually, you don't take it through them, but what they do, it's a learning course, and they do it, I think it's like, runs every 6 weeks or something like, whatever, right? But you go through it step by step by video tutorials that I think they're obviously YouTube based. Brilliant. It's the best way to learn, and it's certainly how it helped me anyway get my license. So that's a very big shout out, because they're a great gang as well. That's Essex Ham, and I can't rate them highly enough. Brilliant. They got me through, they really did. And of course then I went and took the license down in Alveston near Derby. Great bunch of guys, and it's a great community, so I certainly recommend it if that's your sort of thing, if you want to get on the airwaves with amateur radio and talk to people all over the world. My favourite is using 80 metres, which is dead easy. All you need is took a bit of wire out, a bit of long wire going in to a radio, and you too can talk all over the country. It's amazing the distances you can go. The video is on the what is Judah say? Great landing and saved the aircraft. Well done, the pilot. Let's keep on going. Julie, so somebody was asking Julie a question. The video is on the Airshow fan page if you haven't seen it. What does SHGP say was out at water this morning, right? Captain America and the team. They were great, weren't they, Julie? It was, as we know, and we've mentioned it earlier, I can't have a scanner nearby. We can't have the radio comms. But in the USA, it's a totally different story, because this was the best. I was watching the air show. We'll see you later, Trevor. Get that hat on, all right? I was watching the air show. I was watching the virtual radar server with the aircraft that were all going out, and also they were streaming the live radio comms as well from the tower. Well, there was lots of different ones, but of course, as we know, you can't do it in this country. The Raptor was amazing as well. Live Airshow TV, that's what it was called. That was the official site. And they are going to be actually doing more air shows as well throughout the summertime over there in the USA. So it's certainly worth checking them out. Just turn that down a shade. I'm going to have a look in a moment at the, just a moment, yes, at 360 radar. Let's have a look, see if that Hercules is coming back around. If it's not too far away, I'll hang fire for a minute, but right, okay, he's just turning at Ely, so that means it's probably about 4 minutes away. So that just gives me time to be able to show you guys that taxi takeoff of that Hercules with the D-Day stripes. Okay, so you saw it come in, let's see the depart right now. Stay with us, don't you dare go anywhere. We'll be back live with you in a moment. And we're back live with you. I hope you enjoyed that. That was the those D-Day stripes on, which looked rather cool, that Hercules. We saw it arrive earlier this morning, and we filmed that for you live. And then, when we were off air, it departed. But of course, you can rely on the bear. I'll make sure I film it for you, just like we filmed all the stuff over the weekend. Right, time to go quiet so you can see this sound of vision. Now, as your world has been on the road for the last 7 days, as we promised, I said as soon as we get to the 12th of April and we're allowed to go out and about, I certainly will. We'll take the show on the road, do the Airshow World Roadshow, and well, we're in a field, and it couldn't be better. But when I set out, even though the weather was very, very nice last week, it was still very, very cold, so I haven't got any shorts. I wish I had, I tell you. You need lots of t-shirts and shorts today. It's absolutely beautiful. And as you can see, our Hercules once more is staying in the circuit. So if that's staying in the circuit, I will endeavour to stay with you guys. And in between the fly-throughs, I'll keep going through the chat room and saying hi, hello, how you doing, and all those good things. So please keep putting the messages in and saying hello. And if you want me to zoom into something, there's not much else to look at really at the moment, apart from that one aircraft going about. But as we keep saying, you've got to be in it to win it, and that's what we are doing today. And I do hope that those couple of KC-10s down the bottom are going to go. They may be some support to take the mountain home planes back, but maybe they could have might be going later in the week now, probably tomorrow, or maybe this afternoon. I've absolutely no idea, but I bet there's somebody out there that knows, and if you do, please don't be shy, put the message in the chat room. I'll only tell a few thousand people. I'll probably get in serious trouble, won't I? No, it's all fine. It's all fine and dandy. Let's have a look, see what we're doing. And who else we got? Yeah, it certainly is good weather over here at the moment. There, Kirk. How on earth do you say that? Brohi, oh, gaming. Anyway, it says OMG. Let's keep on rocking through these messages. Hello, Fred's turned up. I just heard him. Kirk says, are there any spotters in the lane there? Let's have a look. Yeah, there is. Let's have a I'm not going to put the camera on them just in case, because I always like to check with them. But yeah, there's a little lane there, which it's very, very narrow as well. Yeah, certainly be careful if you go down there. But there is, I can see 2 cars over near where my good friend Jeff is, and there's also a white car on the approach right behind us. Sitting outside, enjoying the sunshine as well, in between the odd aeroplane coming through. But you guys have got the best of both worlds. You could sit in your garden, hey, have a cup of coconut tea or whatever is your favourite, or lager in Trevor's case. Nice, hey. I can't touch this stuff, I really can't. Are you a cider drinker? Well, I used to love a cider, but unfortunately, it does a stranger. I have terrible headaches. It's awful. Oh boy. Jake Jackson had 2 westerns yesterday. Slept for an hour just after sleepy juice. Sun and Fun. Note on the official site. Yes, definitely. Oh yes, that's where I was watching it, on the official site, and streamed it through the TV. the quality was just fantastic. They did a great job. Richard, hey Richard, by the way, 2E0 Foxtrot Juliet, put in a smiley face. Richard, are you the guy that actually runs Essex Ham? Because I know I used, the guy, when I took it, I used to communicate and what have you, and they give us great encouragement as well, and let you know how you were doing. But yeah, check it out, Essex Ham, and you go through each section, and because they work through this book, but it makes more sense if it's like a video tutorial. You know, the video tutorials that Stupere has done for radios and things like that. Similar sort of thing. It's so much easier to do it that way. Together with the book, recommend it. And why not take it at the moment? Because you can actually take we certainly did last year. I'd imagine it's obviously still the same to take your exam. It's all done online now. Not via Essex Ham. So they're the training people. So don't get confused on that. Get Ulio Scuto. Obviously said it wrong, but what you doing? Well, I'll tell you what we're doing. We're right here at you're live with Stupere. Stupere in the chair. Literally, I've got a chair. This is luxury. I've got an armchair. Well, it's not actually. It's a little tiny step that I'm sat on. But anyway, we're bringing you the bit of atmosphere, what it's like right here at RAF Mildenhall. And that's where we are. We're in the eastern part of England. I was going to say the UK, but that's too big I would say. So if you're eastern part of England, we're about west of a place called Bury St Edmunds, and north of Cambridge. North of Cambridge by about 25 miles. And the world famous, we mentioned horses earlier because I'm a big horse fan. We mentioned Newmarket earlier, and Newmarket's around about 8 miles to the south of here. Certainly worth, if you like your horses, go down. Have a look. You can see the world famous horses on the gallops every morning. Chris Bevan. How are you doing, Chris? Nice to see you as well. Nice day for flying, says Joey Evans. Yeah, anything going up today down there at for any practices or anything? And check the aircraft out over at Duxford. If there is, let us know on here. Mike, hiya Mike DeVita, Mike DeVita, Andrew Austin, hello to Ethan, hello to Terry. I think there he is, there's Terry, hiya Terry, just seen him in the chat room as well. Simi8 saying hi as well. Dickie McVitie, how you doing Dickie? It's brilliant. It runs off the tongue, doesn't it? Dickie McVitie, yes, great name, love it to bits. $10.4, okay. Julie says, glad you're enjoying it, 10.4. I haven't seen that one yet, but no doubt I'll scroll up and I'll see it. Alan Jewison, hi, says hi there. I keep looking over my shoulder, not. Who sung that, looking over my shoulder? Get those tea and coffees in. Come on. Yes, you know where to get it from. The Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. And use that code AIRSHOW. You will get 15% off each time. Not just that, but you will also earn yourself reward points. So, hey, they'll be paying you in the end to be able to drink it. Not quite, but I'll tell you what. It is the best there is And I can say that because regular viewers of Airshow World who've been following us for a long time will tell you that I've been drinking their tea and coffee for many years before we even did this collaboration. So thank you to those guys. And you get something back, 15%. And there it is, there's that shortcut. Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. Website www.tea-and-coffee.com. Oh yes, I will keep going on about it. Don't you worry about that. Until we convert. I know what I'm saying. Until we convert you all. Right, over to the left-hand side. So we're going to pass the Dutchy Pond, the left-hand side, and we're going to have a look, see what we've got coming in. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, Phoebe. What are you like, you little devil? Thank you very much for the donation. She's enjoying the show. Right, we're going to spin the camera around, and because we've got an aircraft on the approach at the moment. It's that C-130. In fact, I think that's what it is. It's too far away for me to see. All I can see at the moment is some lights in the sky. So if we line up with that building there, then we go up a little bit and we should get some lights. There we go. Now, what I would really dearly love to bring... I'll stop talking when the airplane comes in earshot. That's a motorbike, by the way. A Harley Davidson. What I would love to be able to do for you tonight is to be able to do some filming as it gets dark, because the sunsets you get in that direction where the aircraft are appearing from at the moment is just amazing. And if the aircraft play ball and we can actually do that, it's something you certainly don't want to miss. And I would keep on filming until it's dark, basically, and into the dark. That's dedication for you, isn't it, hey? But of course, we're not going to do a complete stream right the way through the day. We'll be coming and going throughout the day. But while we've got our Hercules actually in the circuit, we'll keep on rolling for you. Anyway, it's in earshot now, so I'm going to go nice and quiet so you can enjoy this. Here we go. And up he goes once again. Brilliant, keep that up, keep on going. We could do with a few more. And that's of course where we rely on you guys, looking at these 360 radar or whatever else. There's lots of other ones. You could even make your own. Really easy to make. How'd you make your own? Well, you look at some video tutorials that are on Airshow World. That will give you a starting point of making your own virtual radar server. And get yourself one of these Raspberry Pi kits that you can get off Amazon or wherever else, and a Raspberry Pi 3 will do the trick. The reason I recommend the starter kit is because it comes with a lot of the things that you need. It comes with the the actual board, comes with a case, comes with the micro SD, comes with a card reader, so you could put it into a computer or laptop or card reader, whatever. And then you create an account at Flight Aware. And so check all of those things out. If you want to know more, just do a search on Airshow World for virtual radar server tutorials. And I've done quite a few. Probably the one, they are quite in depth to start off with, but most of the links are on there. Some of the links may be dead by now because I know things change and what have you. It was about 2 years since I did that, but I did do an updated version around about 18 months ago that gives you a little bit more information and a quick recap as well. But it's dead easy. Flight Aware, that's the key and to it, and they've got instructions there as well. But like I was saying with the Essex ham, there's nothing better than a video tutorial just to give you that extra bit of confidence to because a book may say something, or what somebody's written on a website may say something, but when you read it, it may mean something totally different the way you interpret it. Yes, but quite often with a video tutorial, it certainly helps a lot better. Well, it does me anyway. But all the information's there, and basically create an account on Flight Aware, do that. And then it's that easy. You download a little, it's a file. I can't remember what size, it's not very big. You download, it's an image file. But also you download the other program that sends the image to the card. Make sure you select the right drive, that's the important thing. So you put the SD card into your computer. You do that, you send the image file to that micro SD card in the card reader. Once you've done that, you take it out, put it into the Raspberry Pi, get yourself one of these TV dongles where you can put an aerial on. It's better to use an external aerial. Connect that up, and you're pretty much ready to go. And via the MAC address, which is a unique identifier, in other words, of that particular unit, it will know that it's actually you, and it will say, aha, okay, do you want to claim this? And you'll claim the actual device as yours, and then you'll be sharing to them. But then you connect it up to something called Virtual Radar Server, which is a program you download, and you put IP addresses of your mates who have got one as well. And before you know it, you'll have the whole country of aircraft all in the palm of your hands, and obviously on your computers. But it doesn't just stop there, because you can then send your data to 360 radar. And if you send it to 360 radar, which I think is probably the best, but I'm biased like that because he's a good friend of mine, that's Phil. 360 radar, start sharing to them. You get free access to his brilliant servers. So there's a lot of info. We go into depth on some things every now and again, but if you want to see more and you want to see video tutorials of that, you know what to do. Right, that was me just filling in a little bit of well, bit of an advert really, but it has to be done, it really does. There's quite a few people who join us on this. They've obviously got their own system set up, but I always say there is other ways to do it as well. You know, you've got your FreeDAR or whatever else. Sorry, I just swore there, sorry. 360 radar. No, seriously, there is other ones available, but I do prefer 360 radar. Thank you. We've got Lager 111. You remember that went out earlier? That KC-135, it's descending towards Great Yarmouth. So if you're near Great Yarmouth, lowest off wherever. Look to the skies, you may see it coming over the top, and with a bit of luck it'll be heading back here. I can hear the sound of aircraft somewhere. If I take the headphones off, I might be able to work it out. It's possibly the auxiliary power units from the Ospreys. What are we looking at the moment? Well, there's an Osprey there, but quite possibly over in that direction. We will see. Keep our eyes on that. And by the way, where did those Ospreys that took off earlier, where did they go to? They're probably over Middleham, allowing those horses. Mind you, they're just about finished for the day up there. As I said earlier, they start very early. Yes! Terry Torment says, my favourite aircraft is the mighty Sky Raider. Don't think Stu knows yet. I keep reminding him. Yep, you certainly saw one of those, didn't you? Was it Friday night? Yes, I remembered. Well, I couldn't quite remember who asked for it, but I thought, right, we shall feature that. And we did on the Friday night live from, it was from the edit van, live from here at Mildenhall. Right, which one? My right side. Okay, well that's because, hello, it's louder now. And that's the other side. Yeah, it's the way I've got my mics. There we go. Is that better? We're sort of in the middle, aren't we now? Yeah. Let's have a look. I can do even better than that. I've got controls on here as well. Oh boy, that's too loud. Too loud, too deep. Makes me sound like I've been out DJing and drinking all night. So thank you very much for that. The wind, you should be nicely balanced in each ear. That's the only thing. Yeah, if it's not, you start wobbling from one side to the other if you're walking about and you're on headphones. What do we got? I've just got all the kit for aid. Stu helped me find it all. I can't wait until he sets it up. It's dead easy to set up. The I wouldn't say the difficult bit, but the bit that takes a little bit of trickery, not trickery, I'm trying to think of the a little bit of work is getting all the overlays and what have you, to get it to look personalised for yourself. But, I know how to do it. We were thinking of actually doing a series on Show World and getting people to do like a Skype, like a Zoom and whatever. Get loads of either Skype or Zoom and do like a classroom and show people how to do it. But not enough people took that up, which I'm not complaining about, because that was in the winter time. Now, of course, we're allowed out and about. I'm going to be way too busy to set any of those up. Anyone else near you? No. Trevor popped over because Trevor's on the campsite as well. He turned up today. Very nice gentleman, drinking his lager, winding us up. Only joking, Trevor, and popped over to say hi. But no, it's absolutely brilliant here. Social distancing. Well, it's the best way to do it here, I tell you. There's hardly anybody about. I'm on my own in a great big field, and don't forget, if John's Field at the moment, I'm sure you know that's where I am. You will if you want to go to John's Field, don't come over, because you won't be able to get in, because it's just for the motorhomes or caravans at the moment, where you have to have your own facilities. Chris Bevan for the Airfield World crew. Thank you very much, Chris. That's much appreciated. It certainly helps to go towards the diesel, and it's so much appreciated. Everybody that's put a kind donation into Airshow World just recently, thank you very much. I can't thank you enough. It's easy enough to do. There's a little dollar. I don't ask for donations. That's the important thing, okay? It's free to watch, always will be, free to subscribe. But occasionally, you know, if that's what you'd like to do, it's so much appreciated. So thank you very much. But I never ask at all. And I found 10-4. 10-4 over. Hi there, Stu. Love your show and your English voice. Good folk here too in the chat. Just been watching on my television, on my TV. Well, I hope you're still there, 10-4 over. And you heard me give you a mention. I do apologise for these late mentions because we were a little bit busy. Every time an aircraft goes through, obviously I put the phone down, but thank you. Keep putting the messages in, and hopefully I will read them out. As I always say, if I do miss you out, it's nothing personal, and I do apologise. JC, hi JC. And as I say, we've got Jake Jackson, mentioned you earlier. Andrew Austin, Richard, with his amateur radio call sign. We have got Fred, who's just almost in earshot with his radio. I will give him a telling off in a moment. I just saw another name pop up a minute ago and I've just lost them. I do apologise. I will try and find it. I think it was David something. I can hear something, aircraft as well, but maybe I'd hear it, but I can't see it. Oh, but I can now. And it's doing a very close circuit. Let's have a look. If I can move this around, don't want to get caught up. Excuse me just a moment. There we go. I was just getting the cables caught. Right, let's have a look. Over the top of the vans over there, we will see that Hercules, which is, that's pointing to where the sun is at the moment. That's why it's not as clear. Slightly silhouetted out, but it'll get better. Let's go wide angle for a minute. I sometimes think I always like to go wide angle as well, because then it does give you an impression more of the size of the aircraft. And that was the great thing about that show yesterday that they were doing in the USA. They had several cameras and one giving that great wide angle shot. That's what gives you that impression of the size of aircraft. It's okay zooming in all the time, but of course if you zoom in, you don't get a reference point of the ground and what have you, and how big the planes are. Anyway, we're going to go quiet, enjoy, watch, listen. Here we go. Hope I don't get twisted up. Here we go. And climbing up once again above the fence. In a moment we're going to spin right the way round again, or else we are going to get so twisted up. If I kept going round again, you can imagine what would happen. It'd be like winding a bowl of wool up. So I've got to go back the other way to unravel myself. So just bear with this. Let's get back. There we go. And we're back. Let's sort these cables out as well. See, I tell you everything that's going on. There's no secrets here, you know. I'll let you know what's happening. No tricks of the trade here. There's no tricks. It's just a camera on a tripod, streaming out live to you guys from a field. Sat on. Oh dear. It's great. It's a good setup. It's the way to do it. There's nothing better than when the sun shines and there's no wind. It's really calm. Let's have a look. Yeah, the weather sock is hardly moving at all. Looks like it may at some point start switching to a westerly. Let's have a look while we're waiting for the Hercules to come back again. And also, if I think that KC-135, we need to keep an eye open for that, which you said, somebody in the chat room said it was descending over near Yarmouth. Good old Great Yarmouth. Oh, there's the weather sock. So it could be starting to move from what it's been for ages, that easterly. We will see. Let's have another look at the Herc again. Somewhere over behind those big trees. Look at those. Hey, once upon a time they must have been little tiny. They're those conifers, you know, leylandis, that if you don't look after them, before you know it, they touch the sky. And once again, as you can see, the Hercules is keeping it nice and tight. C-130J. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I haven't double checked, but I would assume. And I certainly hope you got to see that when I did that replay earlier of that very, very nice Hercules with the stripes on. We got it arriving and also filmed it for you taking off, which we showed you a little earlier. That looks like going round one more time again. Brilliant, keep it up. Right, it's 360 radar time to have a look at the virtual radar server. Maybe at some point I'll have to change the battery, so if you get a blue screen at any time, it should still say Azure World. It'll just be me changing the battery over. Right, let's see who we need to say hi to. Sleepy Spider is wide awake. Well, he's probably not actually, he's probably very tired. Let's think, must be about 11 o'clock where you are. Sleepy Spider, thank you for joining us live, bringing you the atmosphere from, yes, the bear is back out. They've let the bear out the cage, and that's where I am at Mildenhall right now. US Air Force Base. That's what we're looking at. Some of these great US Air Force aircraft. Earlier today we saw the Ospreys take off. I haven't had a chance yet, but I will in a moment, see whereabouts they are. Steve Ashton. Okay, thank you, Steve, keeping us informed. KC-135 at 3,500 feet. Left-hand circuit. Okay. Thank you very much. I've got my eyes in the sky. We'll check it out. Thank you. Tom, hi Tom, saying nice landing. Yep, that was pretty good, that was. I enjoyed that as well. Right, let's have a quick look at, see if we can find 360 radar. Hold on. Right, we need to hit that button. Keeping it pretty close once again is our Hercules. I shall pick that up in just a moment for you. Right, yes, certainly can see our 360 radar, even though the sun is shining big time on the screen. Let's have a look. Yep, heading towards us. So he's heading towards Ely, but in a closer pattern we have our Hercules, which is using a call sign. Certainly on the radar. I don't know about on the radios, because I say we've not got the radio. But on the flight radars, he's using his registration as the call sign. Right, let's move this in which direction? Yes, that. Let's get this for you. Banking it nicely, so let's try to. Here we go. In fact, this time we'll go wide again for a moment, then we'll zoom in. As I was saying earlier, when I was looking at 360 radar, looked like the Lego, whatever he wants to call himself, that KC-135 tanker that went out earlier today, looked like it was turning via Ely and coming in over Queen Adelaide, good old Queen Adelaide. And it should very, very soon come into sight. Let's have a look. According to the flight radar, literally over Ely right now. And at 2,150 feet. Should we give you some more information? Because not everybody's got the virtual radar service. what else can we see about it? Well, it's got a registration of 623540 by the looks of my dodgy eyes. The glasses, the proper ones, they're at the van, and the van's over there. But at some point, fairly soon, I will be signing off for the lunch break, and we will be back later today. So don't worry, we're going to be on and off throughout the whole day and also into the evening. And anything else in between, I will, that if we're not online, I will certainly film as well. Let's move the camera round and let's see if we can try to find that KC135 for you. If I zoom in just there again, and it should be up there, way in the distance. So keep an eye on that for you. Try to keep it in the centre of your televisions or whatever you're watching this on. Certainly recommend watching this on a nice big TV, because it is obviously streaming in full HD. If you're watching this, say, on a laptop or your phone or whatever, and you're not getting this in the full HD quality, just check your settings, okay? On the screen, you should see there's like on the bottom right hand, there should be a little cog icon. Just double check that you are getting this in full HD, because when it works it out, it looks at your internet speed, and if it's normally default is set to auto, so sometimes if you've got a low internet speed, it might only be going out at 420. Anyway, let's have the chat. Let's hit the aeroplane. And with a bit of luck, we should have, two staying in the circuit to keep us nice and busy at the moment, and to keep you guys, ladies, children, whoever you are, wherever you are in the world, keep you entertained for a little bit longer. Don't forget, if you have bumped across this by accident, it's great to have your company. Thank you for joining us on this Monday afternoon. Yep, we're certainly live, and you were Stu Bear in the chair over here at RAF Mildenhall, watching the US Air Force aircraft currently in the circuit. You've got your Hercules, which is on its way, and the KC-135 that just went through. And don't forget to visit Stubear/Airshow World sponsor, the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company, where you can get yourself 15% off all purchases. And Julie's put the link in a few times, but I'm going to ask her again, because we want as many people going over and getting your tea from them. You will never think of tea in a different way, or coffee, over 1,000 different types. And of course, the code to get 15% off is Airshow, uppercase Airshow. All one word. Right, quiet time. There we go, as my microphones decide to play about a bit. And talking of batteries, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to change the battery on the microphone system. You can hear it's making a bit of noise at the moment, so we'll have to sort that out. It's not too much of a problem. As you can hear me rattling away. Right. Just let that take off. Then I will change the battery on the microphone side of things, which is not done bad. It's been going for quite a few days. Right, as he goes, I'm looking around behind me. Can't see the 135 at the moment. So we'll just lose the sound just for a mo. There we go. Let's pop a new battery in there to be safe. There we go. A little bit of sound back with you again. And took a little bit longer than I thought because see, there's no secret. I'll let you know. The battery that I put in, rechargeable. The spare, rechargeable. Guess who forgot to charge it up? Hey, always have several spares with you. Which exactly is what we have got. Now where did that KC-135 disappear to? Let's have a look. 360 radar, please. Let's see where you are. According to this, but that is out of date. Let's refresh it. Aha, it's round the back. Let's do it a wider circuit. So the KC-135 is doing wider circuits, and as you know, the Hercules aircraft, which has been in the circuit for quite a time now, which is great, the C-130J, with that registration of 095713, that is doing nice close circuits. So the KC-135 is doing wide ones, going all the way out to Ely, and this little beauty is just coming onto the approach right now. So let's get it one more time. Here we go. Banking very nice. and coming through really quickly. Here we go, let's go quiet. Now, I'm no expert, but compared to the other approaches, that was pretty fast, wasn't it? You got to admit, and came through really quickly, straight up, lovely. That was quite something. Meanwhile, over by turned probably by now at Ely, and our Queen Adelaide should be the KC-135, and of course it is. It's just turning right now. Too far out at the moment to be able to see, but certainly recommend you, if you like your aeroplanes, get yourself your own system set up and then share to 360 radar, and especially if you live in the middle of nowhere, hey, in the north of Scotland or whatever, yeah, increase the coverage even better. Because I have my 360 radar side of things running, and if you've got a few friends, you just literally give them your IP address and you put it into your virtual radar server, yeah, and you'll be picking up their Raspberry Pis as well. If you've just literally joined us, you'll wonder what the hell I'm talking about, but I gave an in-depth sort of what's the word? Yes, brief about it around about half an hour ago. I won't go through it all again, obviously. Don't want to bore you with all that. But if you want to see more, check out my video tutorials about virtual radar server, and that will certainly help. Maybe if you want to build your own, but you don't have to. There's plenty enough folks out there that are actually doing these. I like that. Carver Bert says, Control Tower, please land. Pilot, nope, I'm staying out here. I'm not coming in. We've got Stu Bear out there. We've got to keep entertaining you guys. I don't think so, but yeah, nice one. Wavy Davy, thank you for that message. Can I have cream with my Raspberry Pi? Yeah. Whatever you do, don't put one of these Raspberry Pis in the microwave. Big mistake. Don't do that. Julie, stay away from Ada's new Raspberry Pi. It does not go in the microwave, okay? No, Shane says, no flaps equals fast approach landing. It was, wasn't it? That was fast. So it wasn't just me thinking that. Here we go. We're going to move again over to the left and see the KC-135, as we promised, because we knew it was heading our way. And it shows you, tells you how accurate they are. Now that time I was trying to keep it in tight for you, so for anybody that likes to know the registrations of the aircraft, might have been able to have seen it. I don't know if you managed to get that or not, I don't know. But I think I read it out earlier. I'm pretty sure if I look over my shoulder, yep, you betcha. Our C-130J is just about to turn, and let's see if it comes through slow or fast. So we'll leave the KC-135 to decide if it's going to keep it tight. Please do. Would like that while we get the Hercules. There we go. Right now. I'm looking around me, you see, and not concentrating, but just trying to see where the KC-135 disappeared to. Where have you gone? It's not close anyway. So he's probably doing one of his wide circuits again. Let's have a look, see what's happening in the chat room, and also 360 radar, see if there's anything else around, because it's starting to get towards lunchtime, and we've got to get some more tea as well. Ace X, thank you for joining us today. Yoda, Alison Bowers, Andy Campion, Dickie McVitie, Andrew Austin, Gary Williams. Can I have a burger and chips, please? Do you know what? That's a damn good idea. I think I'm going to throw a burger on the on the Barbie. Alison Bowers, she's Hank Marvin. I didn't have fish and chips last night though, Andrew Austin, but certainly had some chips that a good friend of mine got for me. Darren Manning. Hi, Darren. How brilliant to see you. Hi, Stu. Been a long time. Glad you're at the hall. Yes, that's what we call Mildenhall. That's certainly where we are. Thank you. Great to see you as well there, Darren Manning. Thank you very much for the message. Steve Ashton, student had to land and taxi to the tower to see the headmaster. Did you see it, eh? Okay. You joke about ATC telling pilots to land. and him saying no. Saw that happen at RAF Finningley one time. That's Steve Ashton, thank you. Mark Loris. Ospreys are near Hull. Okay. Question is, did they go up around Leyburn and Middleham? I suppose if I click on the 360 radar, have a look at the trail, we will find out. Alex Ferguson. Hey Alex, what did you think? No, I'm joking. What do you think of Leicester, eh? Alex Ferguson, thank you for putting the message in. KC135, maybe burning off fuel, doing circuits. I know, it's great to see, isn't it? Keep it up. But we're going to have to change some more batteries a little later, but we'll probably be going off air fairly soon to get so you can have some lunch and what have you. But we will be back, I promise you. Going to be back this afternoon and hopefully this evening as well. So doing anytime there's any action, I certainly will be going live. PC Prince Lou. Okay, hello from Ennis in Ireland. I hope I said it right. Let's keep on going to Ospreys, currently heading south north of York. Okay, returning right here to Mildenhall. Okay, whether we'll get them on this stream or on the next, I don't know. We will find out. See how far out they are. Oh, you're joking, Mark Lawrence. They did go to the Middleham area. I told you they'd go there quite a bit, didn't I, hey? Annoying the horses at Mark Johnston and the rest of the Cole Burke and all the rest. But they normally wrap up, as I say, around about 12:30, so they should have been okay. That's the horses. Anyway, let's go quiet again. And I would have thought they do have some sort of agreement over there because, as anybody that's into horses, you probably know, it is a very... There's lots of trainers that use that particular area. Up on Middleham Moor, the last thing you would want is an Osprey or an F-15, which they do. They go so low over there that they must have some agreement, hopefully, but not always. And they have spooked them before because, of course, with the racehorses, you know what they're like. They go, and yes, a while ago, somebody one was spooked very badly, and it was a terrible tragedy that happened. I'm not going to go into details, but yeah, I think we ought to change the subject on that. It's a very sad thing that happened, and we don't want to be sad, we want to be happy. Enjoy the beautiful weather right here at RAF Mildenhall. And just look at it. It's amazing. Can't believe it. Should have seen what it was like at 7 o'clock this morning when the Mountain Home F-15s could not depart for home. They may be going later today. I wouldn't have thought all the way back to the States, probably stopping off in Iceland or somewhere, but that's, I don't know. I'm just guessing. Or they may leave it till tomorrow. I bet somebody knows, but I certainly have no idea. Isn't that what you call a deer with no eyes? Donald or Roger Palmer. Great to see Donald. Hiya, Donald. Telling us about a restaurant chain called Waffle House. Donald, I don't know if you actually, people who go on, they call it waffling, but probably in the States it means it's something else. Yes, lots of different words have different meanings. Such as, you know what I'm going to say, I've said it before, such as, I love faggots, I really do. Faggots and chips with gravy. Oh, but don't say that in the USA. Anyway, quickly changing the subject again. Somewhere up there, doing a high pass. Which we're going to lose for a second, then we'll try to get it back again. Let's go nice and wide. There we go. And by going wide, you see, you get to see what a beautiful day it really is. Hardly a cloud about. I can also hear the Hercules somewhere. Yeah, I can. So it's keeping that nice and close as well. So we'll keep that for a second. As he starts to disappear behind some trees. And we'll move this the other way back because we don't want to get all twisted, sister. Don't worry, it's not turned yet, the KC-135. We're just seeing if the hook's staying down this time. It's not lifted yet. Is it going to lift? Come on, I want to go for my dinner. Okay, right, we will move the camera back again. Because he's starting to turn quite nicely. So there's a car there, and he's just above it. Oh, too far. Okay, gotcha. And yet again, staying in the circuit. Wow. And it is getting really warm as well. Oh, the sweatshirt certainly will have to come up. I told you earlier, I wished I'd have... Oh, yeah, I love a bit of crumpet. I wished I'd have bought the shorts. See, there's nobody here. He should see the legs. Maybe not. Gary Williams saying awesome. Yeah, thank you very much. That's good. Oh, that's what you pick up, you see. It's not all obviously I'm not going to talk over the aircraft because we want to hear the sound of the planes. That's what I'd love to hear, the sound of the planes. Mission Dark, you bet your bottom dollar it's real and live. That's why I'm reading out your message right now. And it's from one of my favourite places. It's RAF Mildenhall. Don't get confused, it's the US Air Force that are here. And that's what we're looking at, these great aircraft of the US Air Force, which is KC-135. Doing nice. Let's see if it's a tight circuit this time. I can see the Hercules C-130J. I can't see at the moment the KC-135, so it's probably going for a bit of a wide on this time. But 360 radar will reveal all if we have a look at that. Sausage biscuit sounds nice. Imagine that, eh? Mind you, when you're hungry, you'd eat anything, wouldn't you? Yes, we're certainly at Mildenhall. And thank you to everybody that's put a really kind donation. Stu, I got 10 sugary donuts. You donut what you like. Sugary donuts. 10? Oh, are there those... there's a company going round in a van at the moment. They set up this business. They are gorgeous. I bet they're those. They are nice, aren't they? Very tempting. Oh, I wish you were near here though, Phoebe. They wouldn't last long with a bear. I tell you, the bear would soon eat those. But enjoy them. And thank you very much for being an amazing super fan. You certainly are. I've called her that right from the word go. Super fan Phoebe Stern. And thank you to everybody else that's put kind donations in today. So much appreciated. Here we go. Sound and vision time. He's going to stop this time. And no doubt pretty soon they'll be going for a brew as well. And don't forget, the best tea and coffee company in the world. And I'll certainly be getting some coconut tea down me very, very soon. Check them out. They sponsor StuBear /Airshow World. And you guys can reap the benefits of getting 15% off from the world's #1 tea and coffee company. That's the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. How do you get 15% off? Well, you click on the link that Julie will very kindly, hopefully, will put in the chat room. If not, just scroll up and you'll see it. Click on that. Or if you can't see the chat room, just Google Kent, K-E-N-T, and Sussex Tea Coffee Company. And in the checkout, use the voucher code AIRSHOW, all one word, and it's uppercase. And you could even phone them as well if you wanted to. The phone numbers will be there on their website. And I'm sure at some point Julie put the phone number in as well. I should really write that down, shouldn't I? Hey? There we go. You can see those two KC-135s as the sun moves further round. You should just about be able to make out that one of them has got that tiger tail, and we would love to bring that to you if and when it actually takes off. Right, time to look at the chat. Make sure I'm not missing anybody out as I drop one of the mic. That's what the funny noise was. It's the microphone. You can hear a few noises. Let's pop this back on. There we go. So we should be in both ears, coming in both your ears as we speak. Poof. Oh, it got me. That's the bird scarer. Does that mean we have something special coming in? If you've just come across Asia World today and you wonder what it's all about, thank you for joining us. You should have a good idea, as well as doing the live streams, which fortunately in the UK we can do once again. Also, you'll find over 1,000 different videos all on Airshell World, so why not, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to Airshell World. Also give it the like as well if you like. If you do that, it helps. NH, what was it? NH asking the US Marine Corps. You've got the Ospreys over there. And also every now and again you get some Navy Hercules popping in and whatever. You never know. You never know what you're going to get. So about me mics at the moment. There we go. One fell off. Not put it on properly. You never know what you're going to get. You could get anything. Get that coconut tea. Definitely. I am craving a bit. Oh, reminisce time. Chris Hall spent many happy air fates here. Oh, 80s and 90s. The burgers. My lord. Oh, they were gorgeous, weren't they? Hey? American Coca-Cola as well. Don't start me off on that one, hey? I'd be addicted in no time. I love it. Steve Ashton, thank you. Rinny, right, don't know what Rinny said, but that's gone. Gary Williams, don't be tempted, do it, right? Get it ordered, okay? Have a look, Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company, because the reason I keep pushing this, the more you guys, the more people buy from there, the more it's going to help Airshell World grow. It really is going to make a massive difference, and as a thank you, you'll be able to get 15% off. So definitely check it out. It's black. The one I have, it's the coconut black tea. It is the best thing. Going through nice and high is the KC or 135. I'm going to struggle as it goes through this bit, but then we'll pick it up after it's gone past. It's literally right above me. Let's pick it up in a second. There we go, as you go by the moon. Probably a little bit low for it to go directly past the moon then. What I use for the, because the coconut tea, that doesn't come in tea bags, it comes loose leaf, yeah? And I have one of these infusers. What's an infuser, if you don't know? It's like a glass jug, if you like, a small glass jug, and it in the top part it holds the tea, and that's where it brews for 5 minutes with not quite boiling water. Don't let the water boil because it will damage the leaves. Put that on, leave it for about 4 to 5 minutes, and you will be in heaven, I tell you. If you like coconut, buy it. If you don't like coconut, check out all the other flavours that they do as well. They do lots of different types. But if you just want plain tea, of course they do tea in tea bags as well. But I'm biased, you see. And that's where it all came from, with a love of coconut. Something tells me that this time is going to land, but what the heck do I know? We haven't got Fred the Ted. We've upset him. That's why I upset him, telling him to go an 0121, do one, because he was standing too close with his radio. In just a few moments, if this does land, what I will do, quick mention of the folks in the chat room, and then the bear will be out of here. Well, not out of Mildenhall. I'll be staying here, and we will be back live for the afternoon show. Okay, so it'll just be time to get a brew on the go, get something to eat, and then when we get some more action here, we'll obviously go live. And I'll bet your bottom dollar, as soon, I'm going to spin this round the other way, by the way, because I don't want to get twisted up. As soon as we do go off air, the ospreys will pop in. But I do need to change a battery on this camera fairly soon, or it will get that blue screen. And it certainly looks like it's stayed down this time. Right, let's just go on a wide angle so you can see what it's like down here. We will have a look. 360 radar, let's have a look at that first, then into the chat room, and if those ospreys aren't too close, we will go off air for a while. But if they are close, you might have to just bear with me, because I'll probably have to change a battery. Just trying to launch the 360 radar any second. Right, let's have a look. It's down here. Right, ospreys, where are you? A quick refresh. Told you, no secrets here. I'll tell you exactly how we're doing this. Looking at the phone, and let's have a look. So that looks like it's landed. There is Herky somewhere out there. Another, actually there's two. Now I'm pretty sure they have just recently taken off from Lakenheath by the looks of it. Those two Hercules planes, looks like a bit of support for the F-15s. Somebody said off to Poland, if that's right. I don't know, no idea. Trying to find out where the ospreys are for you before I get back to the chat room. But sometimes, because the ospreys go at such low level, they don't always pick up. Unless it's literally going over somebody that's got that's sharing to 360 radar. We've got tornadoes up. Sorry, tornado. No, forget that. Rewind. We've got typhoons up at the moment, and the typhoons look like they're being refueled with tartan out in air refueling area number 8 off the Wash. So those two Hercules have took off out of Lakenheath that went over the top of us this morning. A couple of them where it was just too foggy to be able to see. Wishful thinking about tornadoes, hey? Wouldn't that be great? But no longer flying. Certainly not with the RAF. I think the Italians, yes, they still have some, don't they? And of course the Germans, I'm pretty sure they still have them at the moment. But if you want to see RAF tornadoes, again, the unusual place is, of course, where else but Airshow World, and you'll find many videos of those, including the when they disbanded the very last time out of Marham, the tornadoes, that final day, which was quite something, and they did this brilliant 9-ship. And if you'd like to see that, you know where to go. It's on the first page. Well, go to the first page of Airshow World and just search for it amongst the Airshow World videos. You will find it. The Staffordshire guy is in the chat room. Thank you. Reminiscent as well. Bandit 99, GRN, super live stream. Thanks. And he's from Germany. Thank you very much. I'm pleased you've enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you're new to it, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon, because it'll do you the favor, because we will be back for the afternoon show a little bit later. All right, so for the moment I'm going to go I'm going to say you've got 30 seconds to put your last message into the chat room, and then I'm going to go for some coconut tea. You know where to get your tea from now. GB Model Zone. Won't be long before the only C-130s you see flying in the UK will be American ones. yeah, get yourself to Mildenhall. It's the place to be. Maybe not at the moment because of, you know, everybody, we still need to keep our distance, don't we? Which I certainly am. There's nobody here, which is wonderful. Apart from Trevor that we were talking to, who's turned up on the campsite. And that's the only way you can get on here at the moment. You have to be in a motorhome or caravan, and thankfully it is now open, which is great. That's why the Bear's out and about doing the Airshow World Roadshow. Right, what time, Stu? No idea, Dickie McVitie. That's why it's important to make sure you've subscribed, got the bell icon for the notifications. You'll know when we're back, because I'll go live as soon as we get some more action. But it'll give me a chance to go and get some coconut tea, and also give you guys a chance to check out the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. Don't forget, you're helping Airshow World grow if you buy any tea from there. Thank you, everybody, and everybody that's put in very kind donations today. We will see you later, maybe in 15 minutes. Who knows? As soon as that, because when those ospreys come back, I will go live. Okay, we'll see you later. If there is anything, I will film it. You won't miss a thing. The Bear will be in the chair giving you the great footage. Okay, we'll see you later. Thank you very much on this morning into early afternoon stream. Look at it, it's 2:20 in the afternoon. No dinner yet. I'm out of here. We'll see you later. Thank you. Bye for now.